So the Oyo State House of Assembly Speaker Adebo Ogundoyin has firmly rejected the idea or the suggestion to negotiate with bandits kidnapping school children and teachers in Oriire local government area in Oyo State. In a pointed address during the Oyo State House of Assembly plenary session on Wednesday, June 4, 2026, Right Honorable Adebo Ogundoyin, Speaker of the Oyo State House of Assembly, strongly opposed calls for the state government to negotiate with armed groups holding abducted school children and teachers.
Everything that is necessary for them to bring these children and teachers back. If it was up to you, would you negotiate with terrorists? If terrorists ask for weapons, they ask for money, they ask for concession on future laws of this land as part of their ransom, if you are the governor, would you accept those ransom? Would you accept for those people to be integrated into that community? We don't know the details. So please, let's be sensitive and calm. You do not know the details. The more you negotiate with these people, the more you are going to embolden them. So please, a motion has been moved and duly seconded. Those in favor of the resolution within the motion say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The mass came amid growing public anxiety and debate over the handling of the kidnapping that occurred on May 15, 2026 in Esienle and Yawota communities in Oriire local government area near Womosho. Armed gunmen, as everyone knows as of today, abducted dozens of pupils. Reports vary from around 25 to 45 students, many aged between 2 to 16 years, and several teachers. One teacher was reportedly killed in captivity, with a video of the incident circulating widely. Families of the victims, along with teachers groups, have expressed frustration over delays in securing releases, leading to protests and strikes. I mean, these are the major things I could pick from what the Oyo State House of Assembly Speaker, Right Honorable Adebo Ogundoyin said. He said that the bandits, they are actually demanding for money and weapons. That's not enough. Concessions that could impact future laws of the state or country, and then they want to be integrated. They want to be integrated into Oyo State communities. Some of the communities in Oyo State. I mean, this is, I quote him, bandits are demanding money, weapons, and concessions that could impact the future laws of this state. If you were governor, would you negotiate with them to bring these children and teachers back? If it is up to you, will you negotiate with terrorists? If terrorists ask for weapons, they ask for money, they ask for concessions of future laws of this land as part of their ransom. If you are the governor, would you accept those ransom? Would you accept for those people to be integrated into that community? And Ogundoyin warned that yielding to such demands would embolden criminals and encourage more attacks. In his words, he said, the more you negotiate with these people, the more you are going to embolden them, and which I believe. The speaker urged caution, sensitivity, and calm, noting that full details of the situation may not be publicly known, while emphasizing ongoing rescue efforts by security agencies. The Assembly rejected any motion or suggestion favoring negotiation and instead reaffirmed support for intensified security operations, intelligence gathering, and coordinated efforts with the state government under Governor Seyi Makinde to secure the safe release of all victims without compromising on principle. For me, this is the height of it. If they ever come down to negotiation with bandits, then they know, or Oyo State should know, that they have given up the state to banditry or Boko Haram or insurgency. Because like everyone knows, I mean, Nigerians have now been educated on the way these bandits operate, how they first of all capture the forest. When they capture the forest, they were able to drive farmers away. They will start controlling farm produce. And when they control farm produce, they have virtually taken over the state. The city is fed by what is produced from the farm or from the villages. So if these guys, these criminals, they're able to capture the farmland, it's over for the state. They've all taken over Kwara State now. They want to take over Oyo State. When they finish Oyo State, like a lot of observers, analysts are saying, they might go to Ogun State. From Ogun State, they will take over Lagos. And once they take over Lagos, who knows? Nigeria could become Fulani Caliphate. God will never allow that. And we don't have to wait for any longer. The Nigerian soldiers should prove to us that they are capable of defeating these terrorists. Because, I mean, it's been long overdue. Imagine in a state as Oyo State, bandits are demanding that they should be integrated into the communities. Which community were you born? There are a lot of reports that these criminals, they are imported from the Sahel states, from Mali, Burkina Faso and all of that. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. They are not just asking for money as is usual with them, money and weapons, but now they are asking for the concession that could impact future law. They want to know the law of the state. Maybe they want Sharia law, you never know. Because Oyo State is one of the states that say, no, we don't want Sharia law in Oyo State. There is Sharia law in Kano, there is Sharia law in Sokoto, there is Sharia law in, I think, Kebbi State, there is Sharia law maybe in Bauchi, I believe. But Oyo State said no. The whole of Southwest said no. You can't bring Sharia law into this place. We can allow, Muslim faithfuls to practice their religion and all of that. But this state cannot run with two laws: the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and also Sharia law, and somebody will be punished according to Sharia law. And the problem we've always had with this Sharia law in Nigeria is that, I mean, those in Sokoto, Christians in Sokoto and Kano can tell you, they also impose these laws on non-Muslims. You can walk into the shop of someone who is a Christian who is selling beer, and then you destroy all the beer bottles. And this person is paying tax. This person, is not selling to you and is not forcing you to buy. So that's the problem. So I know this honorable speaker may not be able to tell us in details. I know the laws they want is that Oyo State should allow them to push Sharia law. So it's now clear that these attacks or banditry issues with this state, Oyo State, has to do with religious issues and political issues. But to what end? To what end? Oyo State need to rise up now, because if nothing is done now, like I said before in the previous video, Oyo State could become the next Borno State, because just in the space of 1 month, the amount of kidnapping that have taken place in this Oyo State is horrible. Few days, I think yesterday or so, or 2 days ago, the sister of the former Minister of Power, Adebo, and her 2 sons were abducted in broad daylight, and no one challenged them. The bandits or kidnappers were not challenged. Nothing happened. They kidnapped the woman and her 2 twin sons, and they vanished. Today they have not been traced. No one knows their whereabouts. I believe by now they must have communicated to the family. This is terrible. The federal government need to do something, because if not, and the worst thing now is to even travel out of Nigeria is not even guaranteed. You can't travel out of Nigeria. You can't. Staying in Nigeria is risky. Traveling out is even costlier. So, but this is our country. We are not going anywhere. We are not moving anywhere. The state governors needs to empower the local hunters. State policing, for me, I am a huge fan of state policing. It was this former governor of Ondo State, that Akeredolu, who started Amotekun and many others. I don't even know how strong the Amotekun is. Oyo State also has Amotekun. How equipped is the Amotekun? Because you can't be waiting for Nigerian police. Nigerian police is not well equipped. Even they account for the bullets they fire. They have to account for it. Nigerian soldiers, they are not well equipped. If you are deploying Nigerian police officers or soldiers to go to a forest they know nothing about. How will they be able to track these criminals, these vagabonds? How will they be able to track them? So it's the state police that will help in this matter. Or your people should be empowered, the villagers should be empowered, hunters should be empowered. They know the forest. They know what happened in their forest. They should take over their forest. That's the only way to defeat these animals. Apart from that, we'll continue to make political statements, just like Adam Soshomole said, at the House of Senate, that they are competing with words of consolation, words of condolence, words of this and that. And it will remain like that all year. Decisive action needs to be taken. And that's not, we've not seen that from this government. Tinubu is focused on campaigning for his re-election. So does every other politician, thinking that they are safe. If someone should tell the former Minister of Power, Philip Adelabo or whatever his name is, if someone should tell him that 2 days ago that his sister will be kidnapped and they do so, he will never believe it. You never know. Just like Oshiomhole is saying, tomorrow it could be one senator, it could be one House of Reps member, it could be one governor. You never know. You never know. One big fish the bandits will catch tomorrow. But they need to join forces with everyone that these bandits must be dealt with, and that ruthlessly. It has to start now.